Hi Geminis, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is a brief mid-November reading. I labeled them What If. I've received so many questions from so many people, but certain questions about where we're at the end of this number 1 year as we move forward. What is it we've learned from the last 9 years as we're moving into being able to manifest great new beginnings in this path. I'm just kind of pulling in certain energies. Could sometimes be one person's energies, could sometimes be other connections to others, but however this may apply, whether it does or not, if it is pulling towards your heart to contact me, I'm available for a personal reading at josiek42@gmail.com. Thank you for those of you who are brand new and who have come to me for your first reading, and also to those of you who have liked, subscribed, shared, donated. I greatly appreciate it. So I would like to start, I think, with just where you guys are at in your current path, or I'm going to kind of tell this as a story about this person's energies, okay? And just imagine it as an example of an actual personal reading. So this person has pulled someone into their path. This Gemini has pulled someone into their path that maybe at first they thought would be a soulmate or meant to be in their life, were meant to be in their life, but now in hindsight they are maybe reconsidering a little bit, because in this Gemini's thoughts, they either have 3 people or they're partying a lot and they just kind of inadvertently, somehow this happened, and that's why in their foundation this Gemini is taking their time to kind of work through things. In the past, this Gemini may have run into a situation that turned into kind of a secret, and now in the next few weeks they're kind of just stopping and observing and contemplating how far they've come with this situation. Do they want to continue with the situation? They have control, this Gemini, in the next 4 to 6 weeks to be able to decide that that's enough and release everything tied to that. Spirit's telling that it is time to let the memories of this person or somebody who was significantly holding you up, maybe somebody you were even leaning on substances to forget somehow. Now it is time to actually let those flowers representing those memories go out into the river, the ocean, the lake, whatever, and knowing they'll always be with you mentally and emotionally, sending them away for a while. Hopes and fears. Fearing maybe harsh words or just trying to protect and defend your heart. And here you are in the outcome position, Gemini, whoever you are, hiding from wanting to deal with the situation. Now, the other person, Gemini, to you, or maybe from even their viewpoint, this connection to this person is unhealthy. This person is enjoying their beautiful surroundings in life. They're trying to just create blessings. They're enjoying many blessings. In their thoughts, I think when they think of you, Gemini, they think of a very fun connection where there's equal give and take. Though in their foundation, this person is very strong, has been through a lot. In their recent past, they tried to make a difficult decision, but they didn't have enough information, or maybe they just didn't want to make that decision. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, they're really thinking, this person's definitely a friend to me. I need to set new goals to continue to manifest great things in my life. Maybe this person is connected to a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, sun, moon, or rising. And Spirit's telling this person, you can have a new path, but you'll have to let someone go and make sure you're really in love with either one. I mean, this person needs to get clarity, Gemini, on what they want. Eventually, I think in the next 4 to 7 weeks, they're going to start coming to clarity about that, and they're going to start hoping, wishing, praying on a star for what it is they truly want. But yet, in the outcome position, they're still unfulfilled. They're still like, okay, so there's passion, but what will this become? And here you are, whoever's energies these are, not wanting to deal with that. Because it started out as a secret, and therefore they couldn't make a choice. So I'm trying to think of where to go next. Let's start over here. In the first week and a half to 2 weeks from when you watch this video, you guys are wanting to be free, Geminis. Maybe some of you brought something to a close or something ended quickly. That was enjoyable, that was comfortable at one point, but these cards are being represented by the Lenormand cards, the house and the path. Changes at home, new choices pertaining to home. Maybe some of you are actually setting yourself free in general and are traveling out, not caring where it is that you're going, just as long as you get some sort of contentment, because we have you moving and going and coming and going and finding contentment and wondering if you move forward, if you'll find contentment once again in your life. But as you come in with a message, or as someone comes into a message for you, there's going to be an understanding with the mice card energies that something is broken, something is wrong, something does need to be walked away from in the next 2 to 3 weeks. In the outcome position, we have wanting to go and sneak off and have a great time and follow your passion. And then we have sadness and not appreciating maybe those who are or were in our path. You guys were wanting to connect, or will be wanting in the next 4 to 6 weeks, to connect back out to someone who is hurting, maybe has a child situation. But again, I see 3 people. I see fantasy. I see Geminis having thoughts of putting an end in one path and starting in a new, exciting, passionate path, or maybe there can be more celebration and partying and gathering with others. I just don't feel with these cards up here and you guys leaving and causing I feel like you're causing your own pain by leaving something behind in your own life, Gemini, whoever this is. So with the Scythe and the Stork, something needs to end and something needs to change. Something needs to end so there can be a change within, a spiritual transformation within, so that you can step into a new path of true fulfillment. So the cards representing the beginning of Gemini's reading speaks of maybe travel, maybe long distance travel, to come together with happiness, for happiness, and feeling very lucky and fortunate in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But then there's that second guessing. There's that running away maybe from a situation. And in the outcome, the Lenormand cards say, with the cross, that you guys are taking the time to observe after maturing for some point of time, some sort of burden, like from a different perspective by the end of the next month and a half or 2 months. And with the, let's see here, cross, and these are new, I'm loving them, I'm just still learning about them, so pardon me, uno momento, por favor. Yes, burdened and gloomy. So here's what the center card is that represents your reading. So this is your overall opportunity to avoid some of this. If this is what's happening to someone, you know, feel free to write me for a personal email and I can tell, or personal reading, so I can tell you how the best ways are to work through and the energies that will be available to you to succeed if these energies are in your life at this time. Pardon me. So to close, I'm just going to show the last Lenormand card, which was the key. And it's a very positive card. If my computer can catch up with me. This card says yes. I think to healing from a burden. It says success if you're going to be traveling and doing something that is blessed and beautiful and kind with others. It says there's something significant and karmic happening, and it is destined. So pay attention to what's transpiring and happening, because there is a spiritual connection here. Spirit, could you please provide one last message with the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue for clarification about that message? With the Nine of Fire, Gemini, Spirit is saying to some of you, not all of you, don't give up. Protect that which you have created up to this point in your life. Have courage and believe in you, because you come first in your path. Put yourself first at this time in the next month and a half or two. And focus on you more so than anyone else. This is about interchanges. This is about spirituality. This is about putting an end to maybe even a way of being and making a major change within yourself to then decide what and who your future person or environment will be like. So lots of big things ahead of you guys. Again, if you want a personal reading, I'm available at josiek42@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, happy holidays. Take care and